morning, Jim.
Good morning, Gina. You know, we couldn't come to Tuscaloosa without remembering an old friend, and the last time our Today in Alabama show rolled into town, it was part of our Where in the State is Jim Dunaway segment that we ran back in November. We met Bama Belle owner, Captain Mike Medeiros, and since then, Captain Mike has died after a traffic accident. And when you meet men like Captain Mike, you're changed forever. Men like that don't really die. They do physically, but they don't spiritually. They live on. And the men and women who have met them over the years, like his daughters.
With a grandson on the way, he kind of got excited about that part of his life and wanted to make a new start down here where the weather is warmer, and his daughters were.
That was Mike Medeiros in a word, life. He loved it, and those that knew him cherished those memories and that infectious smile. Every Bama Belle cruise that involved a sorority from Alabama ended up with co-eds taking pictures with the captain. It was an Alabama tradition.
And he said the girls would come back for another party or whatever and say, I've got you on my bulletin board. It's a Zap. He said I was on every girl's bulletin board in a Zap.
Tough job. I mean, his office with a view and beautiful women wanting to be on the boat. Happy man all around.
Our last morning with Captain Mike was spent with his grandson.
He knows that his grandpa is an angel and that his grandpa's teaching angels how to fly. And so sometimes he wants to fly and sometimes he wants to be on the boat. But we've always known that he was going to earn his keep, and he'll be mopping the upper deck very soon.
The Bama Belle will roll on down the river because that's the way Captain Mike would have wanted it. Valentine cruises are just around the corner. In death there is emptiness, but when life is lived to its fullness, those of us left behind are not draped with sadness, just a memory of a man's man who drank every drop of life like it was his last cup of coffee.
He says God hates a coward, and live life to the fullest, and that's what we intend on doing.
Just really optimistic and warm and so friendly to people. And that is, I promise I will live every day.
I would go out on shoots to cover a story. Sometimes you can be there 30 minutes, you can be there an hour. Wes Harrell, photographer Wes Harrell, and I, when we were doing that segment with Captain Mike before he passed away on the Bama Belle, we were there for 4 hours that morning because the guy had so many stories, and we both left saying, God, if we could be a little bit more like Captain Mike, we'd be better guys. And it was a neat experience meeting him, and then a neat experience again getting to hear from his daughters. And Brooke, that's probably the neatest thing about our job is the people we get to meet, like all the folks here at Northridge High School this morning and at Paul Bryant the other day, Oak Hill and Central of Tuscaloosa. It's the people in this world that makes it worth living, isn't it?
Definitely, Jim. And I had the pleasure of speaking with his two very lovely daughters, and they just had the most wonderful thing to say about their dad. And I can only hope one day I can be a parent like he was. So.
Central High School is